Hey, welcome to this quick overview of OpenShot, a free open source video editor that works on Mac, Windows, and GNU Linux. So let's take a look at a project that I'm getting ready to work on. You can see I've got a folder on my desktop. It has some videos and also images as well as copyright free music. So what I'm going to do is try to combine all of those in one video. So I'm going to go ahead and open up OpenShot. And OpenShot is a pretty simple video editor, but I think it does quite a bit. And I usually use Shotcut, which is another wonderful uh, free open source video editor. Now, one of the cool things about OpenShot that I've noticed is that it's very easy to get your source resources or materials into it. So for example, I can come over here and grab my two um, audio files that I'm going to use in this project and just drag and drop them straight into that window. I can also come over and grab a few of these images, drag them over, and then same thing with my um, video. So what I'm going to do is just actually work on this one video for this particular demo. And as you can see here, I now have all of my project files displayed here. I can choose to import the files manually or do them one at a time, but I can also drag and drop, which is kind of a neat feature, especially I'm sure on some of the other platforms like Macs. Uh, so also another key element to pay attention to is that down here at the bottom of the screen I have multiple tracks. So this is kind of neat because that means then that I'm able to sort of designate these tracks for audio, images, and video. As you can see here, I can also rename a track. I right clicked on that and I'm going to just call this my audio track. And track 2, I'm going to change the name and just call it my image track. And track 3 will, of course, be my video track. So now I have all of these tracks here, and adding content to them is pretty easy. I just click and drag my content from up here and put it right down here in the appropriate track. Now, you don't have to organize things in different tracks, but it's sort of nice when you do that because it makes it easy for people to sort of see the content. So here we go. I now have several tracks. I'm going to actually drag my video and I'm going to put it about right there. And the reason why is that I want to add one more picture. Let me go ahead and go get that picture. There it is. I have a title slide that I made, and I want that title slide to sort of appear right there in front of my video. Now you'll notice that my video track sort of comes a long way. It's for the full length, about 6 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less than that. If I want to, I can sort of slice this video track into smaller segments. If I only wanted to make maybe a 2 minute video, I can just simply right click there on my video, and you'll see there's an option to slice the video, and this slicer allows me to slice both sides, keep the left side only, so everything to the left of where that's I'm cutting it, or everything to the right. I'm going to keep both sides, and what this will do is it inserts a little gap in the video track. And if I want to, at this point, then I can come down and drag another picture, and now I have a picture that will appear right there. So think of it sort of as a quick advertisement, subliminal advertising there for an online course from TCEA. So now I've got some more content here. I'm going to just come over and let's see, where's my, oh, I forgot I need to bring my little line over. I'm going to drag that over and put it right there. and then I'm going to slice. Again, I'm going to keep both sides and just extend that a little bit, and then drag another picture um, over here, and I'm going to put it right there. Notice that I'm able to keep my audio, image, and video tracks separate, and it makes it very easy for editing, but when I export this, all of these components will come together. So the last piece I want to add in is my fade out sound. So I'm just going to put this in my audio track, and I'm just going to overlap it a little bit because I want the audio to start playing while I'm still speaking. Now there are some different transitions and effects that I can choose to incorporate. So for example, if I wanted to incorporate a little transition right there, I could choose to do that and just drag it in between. Maybe I'll put it right there. And it's up to me as to how long I want that transition to be. But so you'll see that will sort of transition there. And then again, if I want to, I can probably just drop another one there. And I just love how easy it is to put these components in. So if I hit play, as you can see, it's playing, it's showing it, and I probably, just judging how long this is, I'd hate for people to have to copy in it. We'll be able. So let me go ahead and just make that a little bit more narrow and drag this over some more. And again, just a slight overlap. Okay, so very easy to add effects. Or transitions, excuse me. For effects, you can also add brightness, chroma key, cropping. So all of these are just different tools that you can add. So not sure. I haven't played around as much with the effects, and but there are just a lot of interesting things that it looks like you can do with that. Like I said, I haven't played around with these particular effects, but definitely give it a shot. In terms of video editing, it's very easy to work with OpenShot. As you can see, it was easy just to organize this video and pull in all the different project files, drop them all in together. So let me go ahead and export this. There is a little red button up here that represents export. I can also come here and choose to export the project and say export video. At this point, I can decide where I want to save it. I'm just going to save it on the desktop, and I'm just going to call it GWI for Google Workspace Intro. Now, there are a lot of different formats under the Simple tab, and this is kind of cool because, as you can see under the Simple tab, everything is pretty much laid out for you. It's going to be a generic profile that will work on just about anything. It gives you the target size MP4, and then if you want to, you can change sort of the resolution, whether it's going to be HD or whatever. So lots of different options appear here that you can take advantage of, and it's set to 720p, but you can change that to 1080p, and you can also come over to advanced and change your video settings. As you can see, it's MP4. You can see the video codec is libx264, and the bitrate quality. Same thing with the audio. So it's up to you as to how, if you know what all these different things mean, you can definitely customize and take advantage of them. I'm going to go ahead and let me drop it back to this 720, and it's going to export as a MP4 video. I'm going to go ahead and start the export and then pause my recording, and we'll come back to it in just a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, the export is done. Let's go take a quick look at that video and see how it came out. So it looks like it came out pretty well. So what happens? So let's jump forward a little bit and see if we can find one of those transitions. Okay, so there is the transition. I think I did assign actually that's just an inserted image. This is, we're looking for that transition. Gets this link with the word. Of course, I didn't pay any attention to where it was going to interrupt the video, but as you can see, it did. I probably would need to fix that a little bit. In it, we'll be forced. Let's jump ahead a little bit. These are pretty easy ways to share. And so that was pretty much it. So that video is actually 6 minutes long. And let's see what the properties are. It's a 297 megabyte video, which is humongous. So I think I'm going to run that through Handbrake, and just going to quickly show you how that process works. I'm going to optimize it for the web, and I'm going to go ahead and just flip over here to filters, and where it says denoise, I forget which one is the higher quality. I think it's NL means is the higher quality one. And so let's see what happens after we encode this. I'm just going to start the encoding process, pause the recording, and then we'll come right back in as soon as it's done, so we can compare the two sizes of the video. Okay, so the Handbrake has finished its work. Let's see what the difference in size is. I'm just going to right click on the revised item, and you can see that that is 15 megabytes versus 297. So what came out of OpenShot is 297 megabytes, but after running it through Handbrake, 15 megabytes. So let's take a quick look at that, and we're just going to get rid of the original and look at the copy. I think I might have to cut the front end of that audio off. It didn't quite come across as well as I'd hoped. But as you can see, it's the smaller sized video file has kept its quality. It's 6 minutes and 15 megabytes in size. So pretty amazing. Hope that's been a useful overview of OpenShot. Remember that there are video tutorials on the website, and you can find a whole bunch in YouTube as well. There's also a tutorial built right into the help that you can take advantage of. Looks like there's a animated title. So lots of things to play with and explore here. Take care.